Good morning, students. This is Deepa handling 9th standard chemistry. Hope you all are fine. So far we have discussed about the lesson atomic structure. Today I am going to discuss about the topic electronic configuration of atoms. Already you know there are three subatomic particles present in an atom. They are proton, neutron and electron. Okay. So the protons and neutrons are centrally present in the atom, that is called as a nucleus. So the forces between these protons and neutrons are a very strong force, that is called as a Yukawa forces. Okay. So what about the arrangement of an electrons? So that should be discussed in today's session. Okay. So what about the electrons and how they are present in an atom? There are some pattern. Just see like an onion. So in onion, in center there is a bulb. It is called as similar to our nucleus. Okay. The layers of the onions, as you see like here, are as cells. Okay. So cells of an atom have a layered arrangements. Okay, what it is? Cells of an atom has a layered arrangement, and each cell has a specific number of electrons that orbit around the nucleus. So the arrangement of electrons is known as the electronic configuration. So what is electronic configuration? So the distribution of electrons in different cells. The distribution of electrons in different cells is called as electronic configuration. Okay, so there are some rules given by the two scientists Bohr and Bury about the distribution of electron in the orbit. This is called as a Bohr-Bury scheme of arrangement. Okay, so see. We know that there are orbits around the nucleus and we name it as K, L, M and N. In numbers we are named as 1, 2, 3, 4 etc. Okay. So can each orbit take the same number of electrons, or does the orbit, the number of electrons vary with each orbit? Okay, there is a question arises here. Okay. So Bohr and Bury give the actual number of electrons a cell can hold, which in fact the following rule. Okay, so that is the rule number 1. What it is? The maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in a cell is equal to 2n square. What it is? The maximum number of electrons, just repeat with me, the maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in a cell is equal to 2n square, where n is the serial number of the cell from the nucleus. So here I explained with the table. So if the cell is K, the value of n is 1. So 2n square, 2 into 1 square equal to 2. So if the cell is L, the value of n equal to 2 and the maximum number of electron present in L cell is 8. If M is the cell, the value must be 3 and the maximum number of electron equal to 18. So likewise it should be increased. Okay. So if it is K, the maximum number of electron is 2. If it is L, the maximum number of electron is 8. If it is M, the maximum number of electron is 18. And if it is N, the maximum number of electron is 32. So K, L, M, N. Okay. So these are the electrons should be present in an atom. That is in orbit. The electron should be distributed like that only. So this is the first rule. What is the rule? The maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in a cell is equal to 2n square. So ஒரு cell ஒரு orbitல எவ்வளோ electrons இருக்கும் அப்படின்றத decide பண்றதா rule number 1. So it is equal to 2n square. N is nothing but the number of the cell. So nucleusல இருந்து எத்தனாவது orbit அப்படின்னு சொல்றதா n. So 2n square. Based on that we can distribute the electron in an orbit. Okay. So my next question is, if look at the orbits or cells around the nucleus as proposed by Bohr. So now we want to fill these orbits with electrons. Okay. So where did you start it from? From the innermost cell or the outermost cell? Or we can start it from anywhere. So this is the next question. To understand this, we want to know more about this orbit levels. Okay, the cells are called energy level and it have fixed energies. Okay, so these energy are the least energy called the innermost energy. So உள்ளுக்கு யார் இருக்காங்களோ near to the nucleus யார் இருக்காங்களோ that is called as a least energy. If we increasing go out move out from the energy peaks must be increasing. கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமா வெளியில வர the energy peak must be increasing. This impact gives the next rule, that is rule number 2. So what it is? Cells are filled in a stepwise manner in the increasing order of energy. So what it is? Cells are filled in a stepwise manner in the increasing order of energy. So இருக்கிறதுல minimum amount of energy எதுவோ அதுதான் first fill up. Afterwards the next minimum. Afterwards the next one. So K, L, M, N அப்படின்னு line fill ஆயிட்டே போகும். Okay, so cells are filled in a stepwise manner in the increasing order of energy. This means that the first to fill K, then L, and then M, and so on. So now we know the order of arrangements of electrons. Okay, so from the above two rules we know how many electrons can be filled in each orbit and where to start filling an electron. So now comes the third rule. So what is the third rule? Is nothing but the maximum electron in the outermost cell of an atom must be 8. Okay, so the outermost cell of an atom cannot have more than 8 electrons. So this is the third rule of given by Bohr-Bury scheme. Okay, so it is called as the octet rule. It is derived from the number octa. So there is some magic present in the number 8. Okay, so what is the magic? What is so special? Okay, having 8 electrons in the outermost cell of an atom makes it more stable. Okay, or atom la outermost cell la 8 electron irundhathu appadina it never undergoes any more chemical reaction because it is a stable state of an atom. Okay, so these are the 3 rules given by Bohr and Bury. Okay, so what are the 3 rules? The first one is the maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in a cell is equal to 2n square. Okay, so where n is the serial number of the cell of the cell from the nucleus. Okay, so the second rule is cells are filled in a stepwise manner in the increasing order of energy. That means first you have to fill the K cell and then L and then M and so on. Okay, the third rule is the outermost cell of an atom cannot have more than 8 electrons. Okay, so kindly go through it, study well, all are important rules. Okay, this is the basic rule for filling a electrons in an orbit. So we will meet in the next session. Thank you, students.